You let me know when we started.
We start already.
Oh,
This is it. This is your intro. This is your tell all.
you tell all.
Yeah. I told Miguel whenever he's ready to come on the podcast and give his tell all, he was like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, Miguel, sing. What do you mean you don't know what a tell all is?
I think, but he studied theater arts or something like that in UE.
Yeah. I don't know.
But then again, I don't feel like you can make cover that in theater arts. So, but I feel like if you know,
I mean, it's
You know.
part of pop culture at this point, you know.
that is also true. But look, you feel like Miguel knows everything, but also is like he doesn't
may not
care
know the
to.
exact
Yeah, he
lingo.
doesn't care to know everything. So it's like, oh yeah, I've heard it before, but me really care, you know. So he gives me that vibe, and that's okay. I dig it because I low key like that because probably passed through my brain and then just never stuck. Anyways, welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Jabari Show. We're here with our okay, well, tripping up on my words.
He nervous.
Yeah, nervous.
I'm
Start
making
making
you
fun
nervous,
of us.
Jabari.
Yeah, we're like, we in the company of greatness, you know. We have the one and only Tanty Romany, dog.
Thank you.
You're okay with people saying Tanty Romany? I mean,
Yeah,
it is your,
that
it's,
is
it is your name on
the
Instagram.
preferred tag line,
okay.
I guess. Preferred name.
Is Romani a first name?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking. Because I didn't know what your actual.
My first name is top secret.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like it at all.
You don't like it?
No, I
Is
hate
it hard
it.
to say?
No, it's very common actually.
All right.
But a lot of people who have it, I don't really like them, you know?
I understand.
Where the Tanty came from?
Well, you know, it started as a inside joke between me and one of my roommates.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know, one day I just like put it as my Instagram
I never changed it
name and
afterwards.
it just kind of
Stuck.
after that, yeah.
You know, actually, when we were hanging out, I had when you took the picture, somebody, I wasn't following the person, and the person was like, "Look, Tanty Romany." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And then afterwards, you followed me. I was like,
Oh,
I was
I
so
don't know
confused.
people be knowing me like that.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, you know Romany too?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, that's dogs." He's like, "Yeah, I know." I'm like, "Okay." So yeah, you know, all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
It's surprising actually.
No, you shouldn't be
You
surprised.
haven't recognized before?
What do you mean by that?
Like someone that you've never
Somebody that
actually
you
met,
don't
just
know.
like
I was like, hey, you are.
Oh yeah,
Insits.
that has happened. That has happened at Sotu quite a bit actually.
what?
Sotu,
Yeah. Like,
That is
the party.
the party that the same.
oh,
She
okay,
throws
okay.
it right.
Yeah, Carly. Yeah.
Carly.
Yeah, you was at. You was
That's what I'm
right.
saying. You were not
She
listening.
just spoke about she's
said
20.
two
But she spoke
she's
more
right,
about
she
mixed
just-
things.
she
Yeah,
said
she
mixed
did. She
things
did.
and-
Yeah,
So too.
She did talk
so
up more about mixed things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
if you had to
understand.
mix things, I'd be like, oh, okay.
But yeah, at Sotu, I get recognized by a few people who I don't know.
Yeah, see, you're famous.
But I think that's just because like plenty of people who go Sotu were like.
How often you going so too?
How often
went-
is Soto being thrown?
I'm not sure. You know, I think it's like every month.
I was gonna say, I
month?
think it's
No,
once
I
a
don't
month.
think-
No?
I think so. You know, but
I hear about it once a month at least.
Yeah, I hear about it like at least once a month. But I
Once
went.
a month?
Yeah, it's
If not
like
once a month,
big
once
party,
every
you
other
know?
month or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. When I hear party, I just think
No, it's not a big party.
FOC or...
Nah, it's not like a
No,
fete.
it's
It's
not
like
like a
it's like a
FOC
rave.
size.
Okay, okay.
It's
Oh,
a
okay,
rave,
okay, okay.
It's
Oh, one of
it's
them.
a building, right, that they just rent for the night.
Okay.
Asking, I was.
Yeah.
Because I've never been. I don't know what the
You never
place
been to a
looks like.
Sotu? It's
Nah.
like
I can't do the unks.
the first Sotu. I only went to like three, so I talked
That's
like
what
if I was
happened
like, you know. The first one I went to was at Fusion nightclub. I hate that venue, but
Right.
but I didn't have a good experience in that one, but that wasn't Soto's fault. That was my own.
Okay.
You know, and then the next one I went to, I had a real fun. It was like it changed my whole outlook on the event. Like it was like real fun.
And that's why you went
And I didn't
the
even start off having fun because I was sour in the beginning because I outside. It's 1 o'clock
In the morning.
in the morning.
That's when it starts?
No, that's
when
when
you
I
reach.
reach.
Oh,
But
okay.
I guess whatever happened before you got there.
But yeah, I guess.
Oh, yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning. No, they don't come and pick me up anymore.
Yeah,
I'm sleeping.
Well,
If you
the
wanna pick me up by
music
12?
really.
Yeah, my parents would be like,
You now looking to leave? What time you gonna reach home?
I'll find your bed now.
Juba, you go ahead.
Nah, I'm staying home and sleep. Yeah, they come and pick me. Yeah, they catch me from early.
If you keep them outside.
Yeah, if you keep me outside, it's okay. But
Nah,
don't tell
you
me
see-
you
To
now
drag
come
me
to
out,
pick me up
yeah,
12
yeah.
o'clock to go this. Nah, don't do that.
Nah, I vex for
Plenty
the
of
rest of
them
the
parties
night.
be late in the night now starting and thing. Because it's finished all kind of 4. Well, yeah, so it was finished like 6, 7 the next day and thing.
And you went until the sun.
Yes, I went to the sunrise the
Rose?
second time, yeah. But the music was real good, honestly. Big up Channel 13 and Q. The
What
rooftop
music were
was
they
lit.
playing?
It was house music, but it was mixed with
Nah, I
like.
can't do the hours. Sorry,
Huh?
nah. You lost me there.
7 hours.
It's not just house music, it's like different genres, have like real genres. I was the same way. Don't get me wrong, like I didn't fuck with electronic music at all. But actually going to the event and hearing some DJ sets, it was like, yeah, it's actually like real good.
Okay.
Where they mix the electronic with the like songs that you would know and that kind of shit. How we end up talking about so too?
You. I have no idea. I don't know.
Well,
But we could talk about your first experience with
Oh, in the art form.
the art forum.
That was fun.
He said he hated it when we were in the car.
you hated it. That's what I expect. It's not for everybody.
Nah, most definitely come back to another one. It was great hearing different perspectives in
But
terms
hold on,
of
let people know what the
Oh,
art
yeah.
forum is.
Oh.
And
Well,
how it
which
essentially came
camera to
about.
look at?
Anyone? You could do this one or you could do that one.
Okay.
But this one might be easier for you.
No, yeah. Well, the art forum is a lot of things, but first and foremost, is a platform that are created to highlight local artists and as a place that local artists could go to meet, network, socialize, learn from one another, and basically build a community.
All right.
The format it is in right now is an event where a topic will be chosen, panelists will be chosen who have a certain insight in that topic that other people wouldn't, like
Right.
regular
Yeah.
everyday artists wouldn't. And they will come and they will share some of their insight and they would have like an open conversation where the crowd could come and they could ask questions and everybody could just like interact and learn from one another.
yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So my first art forum. What was
First
that?
and his last. That's the huge
Nah.
last.
No. I actually looking forward to the next one. I'll be there once I'm in the country. But what did I was the Saturday one?
Yeah, it was Saturday one. Yeah, it
For
was
some reason,
literally-
it felt like it was 2 Saturdays ago.
No.
Okay.
You had a long Monday on Sunday.
It really was.
A long Monday on.
Listen.
Sure, it wasn't last week.
Yeah.
No, it was this weekend. just
Yeah. It.
I like the week now start to it.
It's Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed that it opened up a space for individuals. So take for instance like the question segment, where people got to ask questions about they would have had challenges in terms of like the pricing, or having trouble with pricing your packages or your work, and to be able to hear from business owners, advice on how they would have gone about it or how you should go about it. Yeah, you could ask people in your lives, but not everyone owns a business and not everyone is in the position to have a successful business for a particular period of time. And to have a space where you can have those casual conversations that it doesn't feel like you're interrogating the person, I think was really cool. And also, I got a portrait for showing up on time. So, I even more happy. So, yeah. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed not just from hearing Richard's perspective again, but hearing from um, Sophia, right? Sophia and Sydney and Carolee. And it was cool that it wasn't just in one industry, but they had their own little niche within a bigger industry. And it's one of those things where you don't have to just do macro, because I think a lot of people just look at the macro part of the industry that they're looking to break into.
Yeah.
And they don't really think about, I can do a micro part of this big industry and just meet this smaller target audience. And sometimes that smaller target audience, they're a loyal target audience. And although it's maybe like 10 people, but guess what? It's a for sure 10 people all the time. So, yeah, that was really cool. And I really enjoyed myself there at the art forum, the art of business. So, yeah.
That one was the sixth one.
The sixth one,
Yeah,
yeah.
the sixth one that we had. I really loved that
So
panel.
little. I thought I've been to more. If I'm being
No, it
honest.
had the TAF.
Yeah,
Six.
it's top six.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. On the that's when I'd ask you what TAF stands for. And he was like, the art forum. I was like,
Oh,
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I knew that. See, I knew it. That's why I had to just test that you knew. What were you gonna say?
But yeah, I was gonna say that I really like this panel and how it came
Yeah.
together and the diverse fields, and I was actually kind of surprised I get people so knowledgeable in different things. You know, like I felt lucky. Like Sydney, I found out about Sydney doing my own research for my business. Like she has like YouTube videos showing you how to like register your business and shit like that, all kind of thing. And I was like, I messaged on Instagram. I was like, I saw the videos and I do this event, I was like, you want to come
Yeah.
to like something kind
Yeah.
of knowledge I would want to share with people.
Yeah.
And she came to I think the second one that we had.
Yeah.
And she came everyone after that.
Okay, cool. I also appreciated that nobody was stiff. It was like,
I find Richard was stiff. That's for Richard when he sees us.
and you could see everyone's personality when they're talking. Where the senior is like, I got
Sydney is
tired.
very positive.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, that's why I asked. I was like, Sydney, where's the struggle?
I know, right?
I was like, this sounds like she's like, I just decided I didn't want to be poor anymore and I gave it up. And I was like, what?
And you're like,
I was like, I didn't know.
I didn't know it was
It's so
like that.
entertaining.
Like, clearly what's going wrong.
I did something wrong because I didn't know you just.
I just don't want to be poor anymore.
Yes,
It's like,
and then you just-
poverty. What?
No.
I decided to give up
Sydney
poverty.
bought her money though. I
Yeah.
was watching his boxing show. It had 50 cents in it, and he was the boxing promoter.
Yeah.
And if a fighter lost, he would just kind of push them to the side. And he's like, if it don't make money, then it don't make sense. And Sydney was literally 50 cents. She was like,
Yeah.
if it making money, it making sense.
Yeah.
Like, it making sense to do it.
Yeah, and
I
I
was like, yeah, I bought this machine. It wasn't making money, so I just
moved on.
moved on. Buy
Yeah.
about 5 vodka.
In short.
Come on, unreliable.
Waka
Next
well
thing.
reliable.
Yeah. I appreciated that she was able to, you know, move on to the next thing. Where I think a lot of us are like, I gotta grind it out, I gotta
Yeah.
stick it out
Or they
until
already
it's
failure,
actually.
kind of. They just
Yeah.
wallow in the failure and like
Yeah.
take them over.
Yeah, and she's like, "Man, this is not making sense right now. On to the next thing.
Yeah.
Maybe the next thing might work. Next thing didn't work.
Let's keep
Right,
it
have a
rolling,
next thing to do.
Yeah.
It's one of them must stick."
Yeah.
And I think that should be an inspiration to a lot of people because some people kind of just hunker down in the space that they're in because it's kind of safe. And a safe space may not necessarily be the best space to be in, personally. Especially if that safe space
It's
is
not
not the best.
about being safe. I think it's about being comfortable, you know, because you could be safe, you know, and nothing wrong being safe, but like, if you get, like, you're too comfortable, like, doing the same things,
Yeah, okay.
then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get trapped. It's not about the safety per se, because you could be comfortable in something that's not very safe.
Yeah, well, why I
know?
say, I guess it's more like a secure space in terms of like, okay, let's say, is the job paying bare minimum and it's like, well, it's a for sure bare minimum rather than.
But it's still not safety, that's comfort, because
Yeah,
you're still
that's
struggling.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
I guess security was probably
Yeah, security.
the
Is that
better
also why you
way.
hop around so much?
I hop around so much because I don't like working for people. I realize I'm more and more. Each time I find somebody, I think, okay, I'll work for this person.
Yeah, I'm like, I see you on one thing for
And
like
then
2
it's just
months,
like,
and then I'm like,
well,
his-
as soon
his
as my
outfit changed.
as soon as my time stop becoming mine, it's just
Yeah.
it's like fuck this, you know. It's get too much for me. I just get depressed. I just get anxious. I start because I think a lot. Like my brain is like constantly
Yeah.
on the go, on the go, on the go. So if
Yeah.
I basically wasted my days, I get anxious because I feel deep down I should be doing something else.
Yeah.
Instead of doing this thing that I'm doing for somebody that not benefiting me in any way other than
Alright.
paying for rent. And then the last job I had wasn't even all that good, you know. I used to make more money freelancing. It was just about that same comfort and security, knowing that you for sure get a paycheck.
Yeah.
No, listen, I thought you were gonna give me something. Yeah.
And yeah, I don't really have anything else. No. I thought I had something, but no.
Okay. But so then, no, you're just full time creative.
Yeah, now it's like I'm focusing on starting my own business. I'm focusing on
She's
the
off to
art
Sydney.
forum.
You know her?
Huh?
I know,
Say she's
I
off to
know
Sydney. I know-
someone with
I
a
know
great
somebody that
personality,
could
like,
really help you
and
to
she's
start
like
a business.
brilliant in the space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her name is Sydney. I don't know if you know
I don't.
She has
I
videos
don't-
on
I think
YouTube and
I
stuff.
think I saw that she was at the last art forum, you know, but I didn't.
Oh, you
get-
know about the art forum too?
Yeah.
Okay,
her. That's
okay.
crazy.
I didn't make it to the last one, you know. I have exams and stuff.
Oh, I thought it was the salt you had to
I
go and
thought
get.
it was the salty
Yeah,
forget
yeah,
the time. Inside joke.
You should come to the next art forum. Maybe you might find out
You
what.
might find out what salty talking about.
That actually was crazy. that art forum was actually the last one, and
I
that
was thinking, I was like, where did Romany go? I was like, why is Leanne
Yeah.
introing people
yeah.
and running things? I was like, what happened to Romany? Is he sick or something? And then he just kind of came back, and I was like, okay, I guess he's alright.
Yeah, he just disappeared for a little bit to get some solved. But the soup last, and
He
I didn't
didn't
have
get
the
the
soup.
soup.
you didn't have the soup.
I didn't have the soup.
Crazy. That was an experimental recipe actually. It was lentil and pumpkin.
I was told that it was good.
When I had
But by the
it,
time I was ready to get some soup, it was like, yeah, no.
when I had it, I was pleasantly surprised.
You made the soup, no?
Yeah, but I make things based off
But you didn't
of
taste it before?
theory, you know. I was like, this and this and this in
Makes
theory will
sense,
taste good
yeah.
together, you know.
You ever tried Morbi and lime juice?
Eh?
No.
Okay. Uncle Martin.
How in theory does that make sense?
I
I
don't
think
know.
about like who the earthiness of this would complement this, this would thicken the soup.
I don't know.
It wouldn't take away from the flavor.
Uncle Martin just said, you must try it. And then I tried it one time. And then I was like, okay.
You get hooked, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it, just like mommy, no.
Yeah, I'm a lime mobby kind of guy. I mean, I have my mommy regular when I don't have lime available to me. But if you have lime just home and I see you have mobby,
You're gonna put it together.
I'm mixing it.
Yeah.
Mix things.
I always drink Sprite with bitters in it. I
So
never.
about
If I
photography-
have Sprite, I would always put bitters in it if I drink it, unless
I
I,
mean,
don't have
that makes
access to
sense
bitters.
because Sprite is what, lemon lime?
Yeah,
So-
it's just tastes so much better. Like it's crazy. Like the
that's not-
enhancement.
Yeah, not as. I think that's
I
a
haven't tried that
natural.
one. I don't.
You never tried Sprite
don't-
with bitters?
It's
Huh?
like
consume
quite
enough
literally.
soda.
Oh,
I drink a lot of juice.
I drink a lot of juice. I don't really.
Water.
I'm not. I don't drink a lot of soda, but I feel like that LLB Sprite is lemon lime.
oh yeah, it does.
homemade
It
LLB.
tastes better than
Salted my
LLB
fruit.
though.
It's like homemade LLB.
It tastes better than
Sorry?
LLB though.
I love to have salt with my fruit.
Everyone
That's what-
does. I think that's
know,
Nah,
that's
bro.
common.
I don't do it. I don't do it, but I see why people
It's
do
like
it.
my first choice. Like if I have an apple, I'm immediately.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
like
put some salt in my hand and I'm gonna bite a piece of the apple and then just bite.
yeah, if it's like apple and shit, yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna put salt with a banana. That's weird.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that is weird. But you see, the thing I really like bananas, and I didn't. It's not about the flavor either. I don't know. I don't even know why.
If
but
it's
it
We're
not-
having a Jimmy Neutron moment.
It have an addictive thing about bananas. I think it's just like my body just crave the potassium because like I'll eat one banana and then like 2 minutes later like I feel the attack back to that hand of bananas there. And then next thing I know I eat 3 bananas
In a day.
and I was like no in like the span of like 20 minutes.
What?
That's still in a day.
You
In
know,
a day?
no, the crazy thing is I
I would
might
never
eat
do
2
that
more
in a day,
later
but-
on in the day.
How's your music been? You said you produce, right?
Me?
No.
No, I don't produce.
You mentioned your neighbor being a musician, and then you went to them either to do video or to make a
I
little
did
beat or something.
I did a music video.
Oh.
I don't produce.
I thought you made a beat or something. So you
I
never
produce
made a beat ever in your
visuals.
life.
Huh?
You never made a beat ever in your life.
Nah, I would lie if I said that. Every teenager has had FL Studio.
I did, but I didn't use it.
I did
That was
use
way too
it, but
confusing
not.
for me.
It was very confusing, and my beats was shit. Well, I think everybody tried it at least once.
I didn't.
You never tried it?
Nope.
But it's cool. It's cool, like watching them make beats and shit. Like the whole process.
I watched it. I watched a couple of videos, and I was like, I don't think I want to get into this.
No, I'm not talking about like tutorial. I'm talking about like watching like a producer produce.
Is it not the same thing if I watch a producer show me a
It
tutorial
depends.
making a beat?
It depends because a tutorial is like something simple. You do this for this. But like if you see somebody basically take some random old song and then sample it, and then
Right.
the way they would construct the drums and then put on the melody and then tune everything to one another and all that stuff.
You've never
It's
watched
like,
one of those
it's real
how to
interesting.
the making of insert song title here.
Yeah.
Oh, they're that.
And I didn't.
I think it's fascinating.
I think it's cool. You,
How
you ever
the
watch?
different sounds interact with one another.
You ever watch John Bellion's one?
Potentially.
Yeah, no,
Are
buddy.
you a music person?
Yeah, he is.
I don't think I am.
You are.
I don't think you are. I still
I
don't
listen to
appreciate
music, but
production.
Oh,
I
until-
don't.
He's a consumer of music.
Oh
I would
yeah,
say.
consumer. That's like a connoisseur.
Nah.
I wouldn't say I'm a music connoisseur, but some
I'm not
artists,
either,
some
but
artists, I
yeah.
like looking at their thought process in making a song.
I watched the Billie Eilish one. That one was cool.
I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't.
Okay. Well,
I like Billy, but after the mainstream stuff, I just kind of. I realize that about myself. Like if I'm hearing something too much, I tend to not listen.
Nah. It's like, you went to Tupac. Everybody know your name now. I don't want it anymore.
No, it's not even that because I don't want to get tired of music that I like.
I get that. Don't worry. I'm like, I listen to a song 3 times in a row. I'm like, I need to see if this will later.
Yeah.
Go to the next song.
Yeah, I just do that sometimes with some music.
Then I'm like, that song was real good. I'm gonna spin the block one more time.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, I don't want to get tired of this song.
And another thing I do is I kind of rediscover artists I already know that was good. Like, like last year, or I listened to like all of Tupac for the first time. Because I mean, I knew Tupac was good, and I hear some songs growing up, like California Love and Hit 'Em Up and shit, but I never actually like consumed the discography. And in doing that, I was like, oh, so you get to see what they're talking about, and you get to experience it
Yeah.
in like a different setting, a different like frame of mind, because I wouldn't understand what was happening back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I apply it to the knowledge I have now, and it's crazy, like the rhyme scheme, and it's crazy the storytelling that I had in rap back in the days.
Yeah. I listen to rap, but I'm not gonna lie. I listen to like all of Tupac songs all in my life, and
True.
I'm not that deep into it.
Yeah, I
It's a little
mean,
too old for me.
True.
I don't think his songs old, cause like Easy and shit sounds old.
A little too past my time. And people might want to come for me in the
That's
comments.
when rap was like, niggas on the block, that was the kind of vibe, but Tupac kind of, I think it was like kind of innovative,
Nah, don't worry.
like Biggie. People can say what they want about Biggie, about Tupac being better, whatever. But nobody could write a fucking beat like Biggie, dog. And then like tell a story with it. Like had this song he make about robbing people. And the story he tell about robbing people, it was so captivating and interesting, but it was also very violent. And then it sounded like a party song, it was like it's kind of like flowing on your shoulder.
Everybody just be
like,
like,
"Hey,
yeah, get it, get it.
Wait,
Wait, hold on,
people
wait.
and shit.
What did he say?
It's crazy how contrast in music is,
And then parents will come and say, music is so violent these days. And I'm like,
Is it?
Music been violent.
I'm like, yeah, it's been like that. But, take one. What influences your art now?
Right now,
Are you still doing art?
I guess. What kind of art you talking about?
Painting and drawing. And did you paint?
No, I didn't really paint. I did
You did
like
digital stuff.
Digital stuff,
Right.
yeah. Right now, my art has been on a kind of standstill. Like digital art and stuff, because I took a break from it. I guess I lost passion in it, and I had a really tough time throughout the ending of last year into the beginning of this year, really. So I wasn't really in the right frame of mind to draw, even though I knew, if I draw, I might feel better, whatever. But it's just like taking that step to actually do it, because even if I did start back doing it, I know I wasn't going to be at the level I was when I stopped. Because I basically have to retrain my muscles and all this other shit, and I kind of didn't want to have to go through all of that. And plus, I was just busy all the time, and I had a bunch of stuff to do, so I just didn't give the time to it. But what used to inform my art mostly was just storytelling, and because a lot of the characters and stuff I would draw would be characters from stories I had in mind, things that I was planning to write. I want to do graphic novels and that kind of shit. But I don't really talk about that no more since I'm more in the photo video space.
Right.
Yeah. So it's nice having somebody ask about that.
What would you say is key to telling a story in, I guess, illustration? like one image and you're telling a
You
story.
started to do a book, right? Or no?
Or like I have like 4 chapters done, written, and I have the whole thing drafted out. I know the entire story. You know, it's just to pen it out and to fund the printing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in terms of what
Tell
would
me.
come first in terms of your storytelling, is it
In
that
that image,
yeah?
like story for me, story is character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I like character-driven stories. So
Yeah.
I like to highlight a character, highlight the emotions that they would feel,
Mm-hmm.
highlight the interactions with other characters, highlight the interactions with the environment. You know,
Yeah.
try to show as much as you can without saying too much. You know,
Okay. Yeah,
because
I
in
understand.
illustration is a visual media, and a lot of people who do visual storytelling don't properly utilize that visual aspect of it. You
Okay.
know, it's all about telling.
Yeah.
Because one, it's easier, and you know that they understand
Yeah.
because they basically tell them it.
I think even in movies, I see a lot of like commentary channels. They will be like, just show me. Don't have the character explain what is going on. Just show me what is going on. I understand you're trying to save time and probably save on the budget.
I
But
have a hot take.
yeah,
Lovely things.
we there for it. We there for that.
I brought up I brought up this hot take before in the coffee shop, and it didn't people really didn't like it. Well,
Yeah, all
they didn't really
doubles
agree
do
with it,
taste
you
the
know, but
same.
it's not true. It's not true.
I know.
Yes, I went to watch the Barbie movie because
Okay.
Margot
Okay.
Robbie and Barbie, you know. I
Sure.
grew up watching Barbie and shit, so I
You love
fuck
a
with
Barbie
I
king.
fuck with the source material, and I thought it was a bit too preachy. The dialogue was too on the nose, and I don't feel like
I feel like that's what Barbie is meant to be.
nah. I find Barbie fucking Fairytopia was more feminist than that shit, dog.
Barbie Fairytopia.
You really lost me there, buddy.
Y'all never see that shit?
Nah.
Dog,
Nah,
my
buddy.
mother had a collection of Barbie DVDs,
Okay.
Okay.
like the straight to DVD animated Barbies,
Okay.
and I've seen like almost all.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have this one called Fairytopia, where Barbie is the protagonist and she saves the prince from fucking goblins and shit.
Right.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, and to me as a pick me growing up, I was like, yeah, you know,
That bad.
women could do this shit, and it was bad because it was funny too.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And I watched it. I watched it as an adult, and I was like, "This shit, you know, the animation don't hold up, but the story and it's still
When you go back
fucking
and watch
kicks."
an older movie, it's like, oh, this
Yeah.
does not look as cool as I thought it was.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
still
a
kicks. Though.
potato.
Yeah.
And I just thought that Barbie movie was just too. Let me take this TikTok monologue and put it in a movie, you know.
Okay.
I just didn't like all the monologues.
Oh.
I feel that was my issue with
Somebody
it.
told me that everything was done like in camera. But then I saw like this behind the scenes video and it was a real VFX. Like,
Well, obviously, there was a very visually demanding show.
I know, but I didn't know how much because somebody said like it was
Oh,
all
yeah.
done in camera. So when I watched like a behind the scenes video, I was like, this set is like,
I see real green,
This
buddy.
is a big green box.
I think they did a lot of blue screen stuff. Like it was just like real bare bones things and like the houses, which I thought was cool that they did. Like the Barbie
You
the
dream
town.
houses, yeah.
They did small 3D models of it, and then they did 360 pictures, make that like an actual model, and then plop it into the space. So at the end, they had like thousands of just renders of all these things. And I was like, oh, that's cool,
It is
but
cool.
also that's real time consuming. And
It
I mean,
is.
they probably got paid well for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like it didn't do the message justice the way they represented it, you know.
What would you do differently?
Poor things.
What?
Yeah, watch Poor Things?
No.
No.
That's what I would do differently.
Poor things. Wait, is that movie with Mark Ruffalo, isn't it?
Yes, Mark Ruffalo is in it.
And what is that lady's
It's
name?
Emma
Emma Stone.
Yes, Emma Stone. I
And
just mix.
she was the mom died, and it took the doctor
Took the mother's
William
brain and put
Dafoe.
it into
Yeah.
the baby. Yeah.
I never watched it.
I've never seen this movie
I
before.
watched a
This
commentary
came out
on
this year
it.
too.
It was
Last year.
great. It was fucking amazing.
I watched a commentary on it, but
Is
I
it
didn't.
The cinematography was
on
like.
Netflix?
It
I don't support
it was
Netflix,
different.
Oh, okay.
It was
Alright.
different.
even though it was on Netflix, but I watched it.
But it's not on Netflix anymore.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll look it up. But why
Yeah.
don't you support Netflix again?
Like Babylon thing, or
Nah, I kidding. I don't do Netflix, and I want a series.
Do you want to come on this?
I kidding. No, Netflix. I want a series. I fuck with you all heavy.
So you would want to get into the movie space?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, nah. For sure. Like, I want to tell stories. I always wanted to tell stories, you know?
what is it like?
Not
Go ahead.
specifically documentary style, or you want to do like actual like?
Like, I want to do scripted stuff, but I want to do, like, documentaries also. You know, I'm planning, there's, I guess, all again, some behind-the-scenes secret shit. I'm planning to do, like, a mini documentary series about the art form.
Okay.
You know, about each installment for a little bit, you know?
I was like, oh, Saf has a camera, and she's taping me. Act natural.
Yeah, so you see like how each art forum afterwards would have like a little video.
Yeah.
It's like that's basically like the testing grounds for like the visual identity of the
Right.
documentary.
Okay.
For the people that don't read, you can't put somebody's face
Yeah, I know.
all over the ads.
Yeah, I know what I was gonna say. I felt kind of clickbaiting.
What's
Because you put Corey's face all over
Yeah.
everything. You
I was
posted
looking
a
out for the
video
blue
with him.
Suzuki.
The ads had pictures of him. And then I was like, but Corey not here.
I don't know why Corey didn't come, but Corey
Oh,
was like
okay.
the model for the shoot. Each art forum.
I was like, oh, I'm going and hear Corey's story.
Is
The one before was Safa, you didn't hear no story from Saf.
I wasn't
What
there.
do you mean?
so-
The poster before was a shoot with staff.
Oh, but she's always there. I don't know. I don't know. Some reason when I saw you
Yeah, I was
with Corey,
expecting Corey up
I
on
was expecting
stage.
Corey to be there.
Knowing that Corey had his business, I was like,
Yes, this is also what I was thinking
Yeah,
about. I was
also
like,
he's
thinking about,
he's an accountant, you know.
yeah,
business
so
of photography.
it's like,
You talk
I don't know
about,
what Corey was
copy
You
doing.
talk
stuff.
about accounting, and I was like, oh, okay, this is things that I could
I don't know what he was
potentially
doing.
use.
I don't know what he was doing. He was invited.
Oh, well.
yeah, there goes that.
No, but I mean, I thought he was going to be on the panel.
Oh,
Yeah,
That was it.
just to swing
honestly,
back.
I just take the picture because he was pretty, you know,
And the video,
And the video.
and the video.
well, I had basically a whole movie trailer.
Yeah, I really like that video actually.
I thought it was cool,
It was really
which is
done.
why I
It was
was
well
like,
done.
which is why I thought he was going to be there.
You
It
see the
wasn't
little
like no
end.
video in passing. It
You
was
see
like
the little ending from Brooklyn.
with the holding up something, right?
Yeah.
What was he? Is tea? What
Yeah, he was
up?
holding up a cappuccino or something from no one. It was like this video was brought to you by Brooklyn Decent videographer.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, that was another inside joke that happened from Alte. No, it's not fucking Alte. There's Obudu. That is the Next Culture Network thing. They had, one
That's
they had
the
at the
one to
house.
come up, right?
The one, no, they had it already at the Berg.
Okay, I didn't go.
Yeah, and it was a small thing. It was a small thing like a house line.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was doing some interviews now, and and Brooklyn was like, you know, I was like, introduce yourself and shit, and Brooklyn was like, you know, I just cook food and sometimes I just take pictures, and he watching with my eye, just describing my portfolio to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what kind of make me do that little nod at the end of the video, because that was like the day before I had actually made the
Okay.
video itself.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're going to, okay, for instance, that the I guess ad campaign for the art forum, right? what would have been your process in terms of making that video, in terms of from start to finish, in terms of the ideas in your head to executing it? Is it that you knew all the shots that you wanted to do? Did you have to write out a shot list of, okay, this is what I want, this, that, the third? Or was it like, let's just do something?
Honestly, if I tell you my video workflow is not similar to any other workflow I do because I'm usually very planned, very meticulous. You know, I usually know what I do. And when I'm writing stories, like I do like full structures. I know the whole thing that going to happen, what happened and when. But like when I edit in like a video for Instagram, it's just like I'll just pick a song and then go through the clips and say like, I can use this, that.
Yeah, this flows with this.
Yeah,
Alright,
that
this,
kind of vibe.
This feel like this could fit
And
in the scene.
I like when I have little to work with because I just make me more creative in terms of like cuts and edits and how I would utilize one clip.
Okay.
Alright. So that video was one of those. Let's grab a bunch of
'cause
clips.
actually, it
And
wasn't even a bunch. I probably had like 8 clips from Noah. And just I had a bunch of clips from the shoot because it was a photo
Yeah.
shoot, you know, and I just
It
like
was
took
strictly for art forms.
yeah, it was
Okay.
strictly for the art forum, but I have like a bunch of pictures that I still have to post something from it.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, so that was shot like specifically for the thing, and I was to do like a behind the scenes video and stuff like that. And I
like,
just
oh,
took
I have
like
the-
I
I
just
have
took like
these.
yeah, I was like
I can put them together.
this matched the poster, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like I take like 3 clips from the whole fucking it was probably like 60 something videos. I take like 3 clips and just cut them up and put them in the video. To suit like it had a part of the song where it had like this boop 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 kind of beat. I just always edit to the beat.
Yeah.
Huh?
I say yeah.
So it had this
Yeah.
kind of boop 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 beat, and I was like, and I saw a video of like Corey like that part of the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, you know, if I do, I'll stop and then I reverse it and then bring it back. That was something like the kind of it would match the beat perfectly.
Yeah.
Man. So I was like, yeah, and I used that and I really like the walking intro. That was like a shot like I knew I was going to use that shot for sure when I was on the day shooting, knowing I was going to use that shot for the video. But I just didn't know why or for what or anything.
Yeah, I
Just
didn't know
like-
where it's gonna be placed in the
Yeah, I
video.
just know like walk. I was like, yeah, walk there and I would just like tape your feet walking up. I was like,
Yeah.
I like that shot idea.
Right.
So that's how it just be on shoots, you know. I would just like think of something that I might like.
It's like,
I would just shoot
this
it and
might
just
be
rest it
useful.
down, yeah, you know.
Take it. Yeah.
Like the video I'm working on right now is from the last Soto. And
Okay.
dog, my shots was real good. Like that 50 was getting on, the 50 millimeter.
1.8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was getting on and I use one of them 360 cameras for the first time. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to see how that turned out, and I still don't even know how to access the software. So we can figure that shit out tonight.
Yeah.
Not Insta 360.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so 360. You have any tips for it?
Nope. Nothing.
I thought they all kind of operate the same, no?
No, but like how
I feel like download the
no
app.
idea.
Da Vinci not reading the file format.
You might have to download the app.
Yeah, download the app.
More than likely. I feel like everything is done
You
through the
probably
app.
have a YouTube video on it. You just like
Yeah, I know it would have a YouTube
It's been
video.
out
I
for
just
a
never.
while.
I just like.
Yeah, and
When I-
enough
when I open
YouTubers
the-
get a sponsorship and or brand deal.
yeah.
That's, you know.
Oh, they have a sponsor for this video.
We do.
Yes, we do.
Who's the sponsor?
Huh?
I big up the sponsor one time.
Yeah, I
Big up
feel
the
like if we
sponsor.
go and land the plane, because my phone getting ring down.
Mm.
All right, we want to thank Brunton Studio for allowing us to use their space. If it is that you want to take pictures, do video, and if you want to have a class, or if it is that you just want to rent the space to scream, you can contact them just contact them. You can contact them and the space is yours for
Oh, he's selling it.
the space is yours for however long you need it. Yeah.
As long as you pay for that time frame.
Okay, quickly. what has been your biggest struggle in your
In my
art career? And art
career,
as in photography, video, and actual like digital art.
I think my biggest struggle has always been anxiety.
Right.
Yeah, and dealing with that. Also a little bit of depression, because like after a while you could kind of manage your anxiety.
Right.
You know, you could do your breathing exercises, you can meditate, you could try to bring yourself in a place to like talk to yourself and like, yeah, you know, this is not what going to happen, you know, it's okay, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But depression is so much harder to bring yourself out of that. And I feel like as somebody who is very emotionally tied to the art that you create, you tend to be naturally more emotional, so stimuli would affect you differently.
Yeah.
You know, so when I do get to that point of sadness, it doesn't just be like regular sadness, it be like real deep. And as also somebody who kind of mostly lets things just let
Let it
things
go.
go. Yeah, but then
Yeah.
after a while, it is.
It kinda gets to you.
Yeah, it'd be like how much you could let go before, you know, you just stand
It
up in a
gets to
pile,
you.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that really has been like my biggest keep back in a lot of the things I do, because when I get depressed, it's so hard to come out of it.
Yeah.
You know, is a struggle to just get up and do something to feed myself, even, you know. And I'm somebody who I rather starve than eat certain things. So if I do feed myself, more chances are not eating.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
How do you get out of that?
Honestly, I'm grateful to have like people who would support me, and people reach out to me and like, you know, talk to me and even like put up with some bullshit. You know, because when you're depressed, you're not yourself, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, and for me personally, I just try to stay focused on the things that I want to do. Because I try my best to live my life for myself and not for anybody else, because I got to a point where I was like, why the fuck I even here? Why I doing all this shit? That's kind of the reason why I left my last job too, because that was one of the things that was making me really depressed. You know, working for somebody, I was feeling like if my time basically wasted,
Yeah.
you know? And yeah, it's just like, it take a lot of like self-actualization for you to realize where you are and that it is depression that causing you these things.
Yeah.
And to kind of get out your head a little bit, because like I said earlier, I was like, it's just constantly be going, just negative thoughts, just negative feelings, and then like actually like clawing yourself out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. And my advice would be to just, unless you feel it for a little bit, and then try your best to know what you're about and know that you want better for yourself. And even though it's hard, take that step, go and cook that food. Even if it's just, you know, a fucking quick snap milk, just get up and do something,
Yeah.
you know? You have to force yourself to it, or else you're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Rapid fire questions.
Okay.
I didn't have any. I was hoping that you had
Oh no, I thought you was gonna start.
any.
Okay.
What is your favorite art medium? If you had to pick one, you have to give up all and only choose this one.
Comic
Photo,
books.
video. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
graphic
as in what
novel.
you do. Like you could only do this one thing for the rest of your life.
Yeah, like graphic novels and comic books.
Okay.
Okay. If you had to cook one dish for the rest of your life, what you having?
Pilau.
Oh, I didn't know you was going back and
Oh
forth.
man, I thought he was going to tag team. Okay, well I guess I will come back to myself. If you had to if you had to choose either photo or video for the rest of your life, which one would you do?
It's real hard. Video.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
What would be your dream setup, I guess, to shoot with?
R6 Mark II.
R6 Mark II.
Yeah.
Just for Spanner Weeks.
If you had to make a movie, what would the name be?
I already have an idea for a script. Is
What
called
would the title of the
Agape.
movie be?
Agape.
Okay.
Okay, and just to throw a spanner in the Weeks, pancakes or waffles?
I actually only had waffles like once or twice, so I didn't really have like an actual gauge for if I like it or not because I can't really tell.
Okay.
So pancakes, and I make nice pancakes. So
If you had
pancakes.
to make a documentary, who would you make it about?
I don't know. Cayman 6.
Well, you know who that is?
No, so
Okay.
I think not just him, like all of them. I think it'll be interesting. But I wouldn't
True.
put myself in that situation.
I don't know. I feel like heat comes with
Yeah, I think that's
Association.
what I mean.
with association, and
Yeah, no, I wouldn't make it
I just
associated.
get hot fast, so I couldn't be there.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it associated. I'd just be like telling, this is how the gangs is be.
True. Also, like a more journalist kind of like.
Yeah, like a more journalist kind of
Okay.
approach to it.
Okay. Cool. I can live with that.
you will tell me who Cayman 6 is afterwards.
It's like it's fine. We'll tell you after.
Okay.
Favorite place to shop.
Favorite place to shop? Salvation Army.
That's a great answer.
And
Do you feel bad shopping there?
No.
Okay.
I think if you feel bad shopping there, then you probably shouldn't shop there.
Okay.
and who would you say is your local artistic inspiration, or is a local artist that you pull inspiration from?
I have a few, and I'm lucky to be acquainted with a lot of them. Like it have Jabari.
Ah,
you
boy.
know, I like your fucking
Ah, boy.
pictures, dog. It have Naomi. It have like Jem. Like even Jimmy.
Yeah.
Naomi?
Naomi Kwan.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know why I was thinking about the model there for a second. I was like,
Oh.
this is so random. Naomi.
Even like some of the panelists that I had like from the last ad for my
Yeah.
Carly and like Richard. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I was telling Richard that I probably gonna be doing something similar in a couple of years.
What he does?
Yeah, like creative direction and stuff. Because
Okay.
I already see myself going in that direction, like starting to delegate things to the art forum.
Yeah. That's really the biggest thing. Once you start to delegate,
It's like, oh, I could do this.
Yeah.
I was gonna make that point at the art forum, and I didn't. It was very hard after people passed it.
I was
to
trying
bring it
to.
back to be like.
I was trying to prompt Richard to say it, but he just dropped the ball.
But I was gonna be like, well, it's one the delegation, but the main point is that because you asked about the work-life balance, and what I found is that people that are successful, I guess, in my eyes,
Yeah, no,
they're
some-
actually successful is that they'll grind it out really hard, and then they buy back the time in the sense of it's just them alone doing everything, and then they start to get more money. And it's like, okay,
I could
I can
pay
pay
people.
somebody to do this now. Now I have more time to do this other thing, and then you get more money. I can pay an actual accountant now, so I don't get arrested for not paying my taxes. Boom. More time now I buy back there, and like you just kind of keep on going until you have 5, 6 people, 10 people just there. Like
Yeah.
And then
you have a
staff.
machine working, you have a staff, and then you're just there to like
Keep the machine going.
think.
Yeah.
You know,
And people,
you have
people
to-
don't understand how
which is what
important
Richard
that
kind of
is.
hinted at, because he's
Yeah.
like, he did everything, and he's like, now he doesn't even know anything
Yeah.
about SEO. He's like, if you think it's best, here's your business credit card, swipe the card,
Get what you need.
take whatever you want. I
I
just
think,
want
yeah.
it to work, and I need clients coming in.
yeah.
I think a lot of artists should aspire to something like that because it not only like fulfills a certain need that artists have, which is the time to want to create
Yeah.
creative things, but also creates opportunities for up and coming artists.
Yes.
Because the people we are hiring is people who have some
Who's coming
capability
up.
to do the things
Yeah.
that you have to do and who
Yeah.
not at the level that you are. So it's people who would need that security and that opportunity, that learning experience too.
Yeah. That's true.
So that was my only point that I was gonna make, but
Yeah, I think that's a nice place to
it was
land.
hard to. It was hard to bring it back up and be like, well, let's tap back from half an hour ago.
So what?
to this point because people were just speaking and I was like, all right, y'all are past the point. I'm not gonna just bring it back up now. I was like, all right, whatever.
Which point is that?
What I just said.
Oh.
When you spoke about the balance,
Oh.
I had
Yeah.
that point to say.
Oh, so you were just saying no.
Yes. So now I got it off my chest.
My humblest apologies.
Hopefully somebody from the art forum watches that.
Mm.
And
I'll
maybe-
share it on the page.
Maybe they learn a little something. I'll make a little clip of it. But yeah, this has been a quick one,
Yeah.
which has been the quickest one in a little bit.
Yeah, they really like me. Eh?
See, you know what time we were supposed to start?
To reach at 3.
That's Potter's fault. You know how long I was waiting for a taxi. Then once I hit the taxi, you know how long I was waiting for it to reach fucking by the
Oh
Chadwick
yeah,
Road
school
there.
did start back this week.
Yeah, that's
So,
also true.
It's okay.
It was
yeah.
horrible
It's-
and it was hot.
Yeah.
I hate Porter Spain.
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I included.
This has been Romany.
He'll be
always
back on.
welcome
Yeah.
to come back on.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe
for
we
sure.
might come to you if Potter's Spain is so bad.
Yeah,
we could do
nah,
the outdoor one.
I would have you all on my podcast when I have one.
That's okay
We
with
could,
us.
we could do that too. We'll
Yeah,
organize.
eventually someday.
Okay. We,
It'll
you
be
paid
a
the
full
bills?
circle moment.
Huh?
We did the. Oh yeah, we did the reading.
Yeah,
Okay.
we pay our
Cool.
bills.
Which reading? Oh, it is
Pay our
psychics?
bills.
That was his studio
Oh,
sponsor. I can
Oh,
also hear
sponsorship.
that clicking.
oh, sorry.
Uh,
Anxiety.
but yeah, that's been it. We'll see you all next week with somebody somewhere.
Somebody else. not me.
Everything everywhere all at once. That's a great movie.
That's a fantastic movie. We will close on that note. Watch that movie.